Welcome all. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing great. Welcome back to Air Power. Take time to subscribe, like the video, go ahead and hit that notification bell for our other uploads. Let's go ahead and get started, because I just don't like wasting time. I just got off work, hands are a little dirty. Like I said, I don't have much time to shoot these videos. We're out in the shed today. I hope the electric heater I have running is not too loud, because it's cold and I don't want to be cold shooting this video. So this is an update on the bully. If you remember and you're a subscriber and you watch the channel, you'll know that when we took the bully out to the range, give me just a second, that we started having problems with it, and I brought it home to check it out, and the bottle cover that attaches to the bully, on the bottom of it where your bipod goes, it was cracked. It had a crack in it. You can see the it cracked all the way through here and around here, and it was very flexible. This thing's really thin, very flexible, and Picatinny rail on it. You're trying to move it around to get to your target, and this thing just moves. It was hooked to the hooked to a Picatinny rail that the scope mounts to. It ran all the way out to the front of this bottle cover attached to it. And with this thing moving, when you're moving your bipod, and the 357's got a little bit of kick to it. So I mean, it's putting all that force on here, and it's just twisting this rail and this ball and all. And I'm thinking it was moving the scope, not allowing me to shoot very accurate. I mean, the gun was hitting pretty good, but not allowing me to shoot very accurate. This is the top part of, as you can see, it's not on the gun no more. So I went ahead and removed the bottle cover and cut the rail back, because there was no need for it to be there with the bottle cover gone. So what do I do about a bipod? How do I put a bipod on the bottom of this thing? There you go. Can y'all see her? She's got the bipod on it. The bottle cover's gone. The Picatinny rail don't run all the way out front no more. You can tell, if I can get out of y'all's way here, bring you up. Let me get a little, see if I can get a little more light on the subject. Give me just a second here. Where's my, there we go. So there you are. We have a Picatinny rail mounted under here now. I went ahead and drilled some screws and drilled some holes in the bottom of that stock. I believe they were 1.25 inch screws. One made the very back one back. Whoops, sorry. The very back one in this back here underneath the bipod itself. Focus. It was actually 1.5 inches, and I had to cut like maybe a 1/16 off of the machine screw. Go ahead and get it in there. Right up in here where the screw holds the stock on, there's a big thick block. So if you do this, make sure you don't screw up into that, drill up into that block. And that's pretty solid and pretty thick right there. That's not going nowhere. And as you can see, the Picatinny rail shortened out. The scopes on the very front of it. It's really tight. It's not going nowhere. It gives me enough room to put my cheek, and I can see through the scope pretty good. It's really good. It's not bad at all. And we're gonna have to get it back out and test it. Sorry about all the moving around here with you guys and gals. Trying to show you the best I can of what I did here. And the cocking problem. I got in there and I cleaned the I cleaned it. I opened the lever, cleaned it out with a Q-tip, a rag, cleaned all the oil off of the action, and actually this side of the gun here, every time you cock it back, it has a little thin tin metal rod that slides down and back that covers this fill porthole. It used to. It was binding up. Sometimes it wouldn't close all the way back when I'd close the lever. And I'm thinking that was giving me problems and jamming it up. I noticed that sometimes when I did close it, this rod wasn't up in the hole. So, you know, I have a few guns that hole is not even covered. And with the flash, it don't have a cover over it. The carnivore, you can twist the little plastic thing and just covers over the hole. I really don't think it makes much of a difference. As long as maybe I run a clean Q-tip or something in there before I fill the gun with air, I don't see a problem with it. So I removed that little lever or little rod that was in here that just moved back and forth, down and back, or somehow it came up in there every time you cocked the gun to just cover that little hole. So a really, really thin piece of metal. It was just binding up on me, giving me problems, so I did away with it. And the warranty's shot on this now. But I really didn't have much of a choice, because if I went ahead and turned in a ticket, went ahead and got them to replace this bottle cover, replace the gun, it still would have came with this very thin bottle cover, really thin plastic, and I wouldn't have been able to use the bipod on it. I would have had to bag this gun, bag rest it. And you know, I just don't want to do that. I want to use the bipod. Just a nice little sweet gun that makes it look awesome with the bipod on it. That's what I did. Later on down the road, I might be able to get somebody to help me out or figure it out on my own. Make a wood stock or something to fit this that can come out here and support the bipod out here. But I mean, that works fine, you know. I really don't have a problem using it. I'm tripping over stuff. Like I say, like a cheek rest, see through the scope clearly, and it's really not a problem. We'll go out and shoot this when I have some time and some clear weather. It's supposed to rain all week long. I have some side jobs I'm going to be going on after I get off work. I don't know what the weekend's going to hold for us, but as soon as I get a chance, we'll take it back out, redo the accuracy. This time we'll send it out, instead of 75 yards, we'll back it out another 25 and make it 100 yards even. See what she can do. See if we can cycle those slugs. See if we can get the polymags to go ahead and work with them also. Get them to cycle. And that's about all I know. I know the two mags that are in the bottom here, I don't leave them in there when I just haven't left them in there. But I've heard people say they fall out, and theirs are falling out. So until I can figure out a way to mount something on here where I can strap them in there and not have to worry about them dropping out when I'm out in the range and losing them somewhere, we'll worry about that later. But that's what she looks like. Oh. Also, on this mount here that is hooked around the barrel, it moved a little bit. So I went ahead and removed the shroud, drilled a hole on each side of this, I don't know what this thing's called, this Picatinny rail support. We'll go ahead and call it that. Went ahead and drilled holes on each side of it, as you can see, and I inserted some Allen screws. Tapped them out with the right size and reinserted Allen screws Also on the other side, I did the same thing here. Where we at? And there's a screw that goes in the very top of this Picatinny rail down. I've already drilled a hole all the way down, but I haven't got the right screw yet to go ahead and remove this shorter screw and go ahead and put a longer screw down in there, push down on it a little, hold it more firm. When I get that screw, I'll go ahead and do that. That way that we'll be sure that scope and that Picatinny rail mount do not move. But it seems really solid. And that's it. That's what I've done to go ahead and fix that problem. I got this idea actually off of another YouTuber. I'm going to give a shout out to Southern Gunner. SG, thank you for your video and showing me this, man, because I probably would have been at a loss of what to do. So thanks, Southern Gunner. Thumbs up for your videos. Y'all go check him out. He's a real cool guy. He has a 357 bully also, and that's where I figured out how to do this. So y'all go check him out, and y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to turn this heat off, and I'm going to get back in the house, and I'm out.